Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Big story today. Novak Djokovic's recent comments about a so-called monopoly in tennis have stirred up quite the reaction. And former world one Andy Roddick is not letting it slide. So, here's what went down. Djokovic was speaking at the Joy Forum in Saudi Arabia when he made some pretty bold remarks about how tennis is structured. He basically said there's been a big monopoly in the sport for decades, and that this system, as he puts it, is the way that it is. In our sport, it is a big monopoly that has been there for decades. That was the biggest inspiration for me and Vasek Pospisil to found the Professional Tennis Players Association. We still don't have a voice at the table where decisions are being made. The system is the way it is. But I'll keep speaking up, even if it disturbs a lot of chairs. Strong words from Novak, and that fire in him is still burning. He says he's doing it out of love for tennis and a desire to make the sport better for players. But not everyone's buying into the message. Andy Roddick, on his Served with Andy Roddick podcast, called Djokovic's comments vague and said he wants more clarity. Roddick basically asked, "Okay, Novak, monopoly of what, exactly? The tours? The Grand Slams? The system? What are we talking about here?" Roddick's point is, if you're going to make a statement that big, you've got to define what you mean. And that's not the only thing he took issue with. Let's rewind for a sec. Djokovic and Canadian player Vasek Pospisil started the Professional Tennis Players Association back in 2020, right before the US Open. Their goal, to challenge the existing tennis power structure, mainly the ATP, and fight for better prize money, scheduling, and player rights. But when it launched, guys like Federer, Nadal, and Murray weren't too happy. They didn't support it, and even now, the PTPA hasn't really managed to push through major changes. Players like John Isner, Paula Badosa, Ons Jabeur, and Hubert Hurkacz have joined. But tennis's core problems, long seasons, prize money gaps, and lack of player input are still there. Roddick did give Djokovic credit though. He said, "Look, Novak's intentions are good. Players see him as a leader." But then he added a bit of a sting. If he wants to voice certain things, let's speak the truth. You can't create a union and claim to represent everyone. That's not how it works. So basically, Roddick saying, it's great to fight for players, but the PTPA still doesn't represent all of them. And after 5 years, it hasn't proven it can actually change the game. It's an interesting crossroads for Djokovic. On one hand, he's one of the most successful players ever, minus 24 Grand Slam titles, endless records. But on the other, he's clearly frustrated with how tennis is governed. He wants reform, and he's willing to stir the pot to get it. So what do you think? Is Novak Djokovic right about a monopoly running tennis, or is Andy Roddick right to question how much change the PTPA can really deliver? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tennis news and debates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.